Hi my friends, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. It's the second part of my question and answers today, and I hope I've managed to cover as many as I can. But if you want me to do another video, you know, you've got more questions, I'll very happily do that for you. Okay, so let's get started with the questions. I'm only doing so many at a time, you know, and trying to answered the questions where a lot of people have asked, you know, a lot of you have asked the same thing, so that I can try and cover everything. And also I just didn't want to give yes, no answers. I wanted to sort of go into what you're asking me, you know. So there's about half a dozen for today. So Susan, the one and only, how do I stay so positive and always look so happy? I'm a positive person. I'm a person where my, you know, very much so my cup is half full. And I do concentrate and put my mind on, you know, the things that I've got in life that matter and how blessed I am. But I video twice a week and I'm on video for sometimes 15 minutes, half an hour. And there's lots more hours in my life when honestly I don't always look so happy or cheerful. I am basically a happy-go-lucky person, I am, but you know, I do have moments. Sometimes I feel a lot of pain, and that sort of sets off a bit of a downer, as you can understand. I think COVID has caused me to be down quite a lot because of not being able to see my children. Please God, when we have the second vaccine, you know, I'll be able to see my children. But I've had dark moments in my life, and you know, I can feel dark moments too. So I'm not always, you know, happy and jolly, and because I'm human, and like you know, I'm sure you all have those moments. And although you see me on camera and my makeup's on and I'm jolly, and I am that person, but of course you couldn't be like that 24/7 because it's impossible. Too many things happen in life, don't they? But overall I'm pretty positive. Okay, so the next one is from my beautiful Clara from Beauty's Ages. Hello Clara. Is there a step in others creators' makeup looks that you wish you could do better yourself? Well, where do I start? I'm not very good with liners. I'm not very good with lashes. I'm not very good with anything false. I put on false nails. Look, they've ripped my nails to bits. Can you see I've got no nails left? They've ripped them a bit. I am useless at anything false. So false eyelashes and, you know, no good at all. And liners. I'd say liners were the worst, the hardest thing. To get a straight line on top is very hard for me. And I bought the thinnest, micro thin pencils, but I think it's because of shape. You guys know, you've seen me shape. It's you know, it's a bit difficult to get that really straight line. But if you'd have asked me this same question 3 years ago, I'd have said there was so much. But because I watch those creators that I wish I could do it like, and I watch them again and again and again, I've kind of learned a lot. So a lot of the things that I couldn't do, or I was too, you know, frightened to try, I can do now okay. So yeah, 3 years ago, if you'd asked me that, it would have been, you know, 2/3 of my makeup. But now I'm quite happy with what I can do, but I do wish that I could get false lashes to look natural. And honestly guys, I have tried so many and they just no good at all whatsoever. So yeah, I'd say that was the answer. Ranelin from Lifestyle in Hawaii. Oh, she lives in such, hello Ranelin, she lives in such a beautiful place. Sometimes Ranelin does vlogs and oh, I would just love to live there. Hawaii is so beautiful. Anyway, her question is, what advice would you give anyone starting a YouTube channel? Definitely be passionate about what you want to start your channel for. Don't wait. If you've got the urge to start one, if you've got something to say and you feel passionate about it, don't wait until you've got a super duper trooper lens and lighting and studio, and just start on your phone or whatever little camera you've got, start. Because if you wait till you get exactly the right thing, you just never start, because you'll always need something else and something else and something else. If you want to do it, you want to start a YouTube channel, as I said, be passionate. Be passionate about what your message is and what you feel. I've always been passionate about you can have beauty on a budget, always. I've always been passionate about the ordinary woman who walks up the high street, who hasn't worn makeup for ages, that she can look in the mirror and she can say, I can do this, I can do that, you know? And I know how much makeup makes me feel better, and what I do makes me feel better, and my passion is to give that to other people. So that's what drives me, that's what keeps me on YouTube, and the wonderful friends I've made. I'd say take one step at a time. Don't look at the numbers all the time. Don't, at first don't look at constantly looking at the analytics and constantly looking. Just do your thing. Do what you do. And you're passionate about it, and show your passion on the camera. Regularity. I would say to put videos up regular, because your friends begin to, as you grow, friends, and it takes time. It takes a long, long time. But it won't seem a long time if you're passionate. That's why you've got to be passionate, because if you're not, you just give up. You would give up. So be regular. I film Tuesdays and Fridays, and they are my days. Sometimes I put a little extra bit in, but normally my days will go up Tuesday and Friday, and they've been like that for years. So I would say they know, and my friends know more or less when I'm going to come on. So I would say definitely regularity. Also, be yourself. And I would never say you've got to have a thick skin, because I certainly haven't got a thick skin. But I don't suffer falls easily. I don't, I get hurt, and like everybody else does, and I'm quite a soft person. But I don't take things so personal that they get to me, that I allow them to get to me. When you start, you will get, if you're really keen and you really want to do it, you're going to get the odd one or two people that have got nothing better to do in their lives than troll and be total idiots and say horrible, nasty things to you because their own lives are sad. You're going to get that. But it's how you respond to it. I don't respond. I do not respond. I don't go into any sort of argument. I don't go into any debate. If I see somebody has attacked me or attacked one of my subscribers for absolutely no reason, I just block them and delete it. There's no arguing. I don't think should I, shouldn't I. If someone is purposely abusive, I do not want them on my channel. I don't want them, and I don't want them in with my lovely ladies that give comments. So I would say not necessarily hard-skinned, but watch who you're allowed to subscribe to you as well. And it's not about the numbers, watch what people are saying to you and what they're saying to each other. Read your comments, because always read your comments and look at the comments if, you know, one of your subscribers is talking to another one. How are they acting? Are they being nice to each other? I want this is such a nice place for me. And I want it to be nice for you. And my ladies that come in here that I absolutely adore know me, they know what to expect, and they talk to each other in the comments, they're chatting to each other. And I love that. I absolutely love that. But I'm also no fool, so I won't have anyone taint that. And if you try to taint that, you're gone. And that's, I would suggest to anyone, you know, don't argue or debate. You know, my mother used to say you can't reason with the unreasonable. So I would say that. Be strong, and if you're keen and you really love it, do it. Just do it. Don't wait until you've got, you know, a super trooper camera and everything. Just do it. Do it on your phone. I'm doing it on my iPad at the moment, you know. So just do it. And once you start getting response, once you start getting people, and it hasn't got to be makeup. Your thing might be something altogether, making artificial flowers, or, you know, renovating furniture, or whatever your thing is. Knitting, crocheting, or whatever your thing is. Just do it. And put your passion behind it, and you can have so much fun. And it can become such an important part of your life, as YouTube is to me. Okay, Stella, and I can never say your surname, Stella, you know that. Stella Screenman, I think. Screenman? Put it out in phonics for me. Stella, so I can read it easily. And she asked what is my favourite flower. Well, I love flowers altogether. I love flowers in the house. A lot of people say roses. Roses is not my favourite. My favourite flower to watch and look at is a sunflower. I absolutely love sunflowers. You know that, guys, I'm sure, if you know me. But of course you can't really have a big vase of sunflowers on the table because they take half the front room up. But I do love sunflowers. In the garden, I love sunflowers. And probably indoors, but indoors I like carnations. I like pink and white carnations. I think they are my favourites indoors. So, but I like all flowers. I like all flowers. And Catherine Walker, another one of my lovely ladies who's been loyal to me for ages. Hello, Catherine. What advice would you give your younger self? Oh, goodness gracious. So definitely, if we were talking about skincare, I would say, and we're talking about appearance, makeup-wise, beauty-wise, I would say definitely drink more water from the start. I'd definitely say try to keep to natural products and don't try all the new hypertrophin things that come on the market. Keep to natural if you possibly can, and always wear sunscreen. That's the things that I'd say if I could go back to my younger self. As far as life goes, I would say, and I don't want it to sound miserable, be careful who you let into your heart. That's what I would say. Be careful who you would let into your heart. Because if your heart's hurt time and time again, and it becomes harder, you have to, for self-preservation reasons, you have to sort of harden your heart a little bit more. And I had to do that for quite a while. Self-preservation reasons. But I would say, you know, trust yourself. Normally, your gut instinct, when you suspect something, when you think something, 9 out of 10 times it's right. Go for that. Go for that gut instinct. Listen to that. Listen to that voice that gives you that gut instinct. I would say that instead of sweeping so many things under the carpet and living in a make-believe world. I would definitely say be honest to everybody, but most of all be honest to yourself, because otherwise there's no point. You can't improve yourself or be happy if you're not honest to yourself, and you're not dealing with your own, your own kettle of fish, as my mum again would say. Yeah, and I think I would say watch what you're impressed by. I think watch what you're impressed by. That the sweet little rabbit can sometimes end up to be a crocodile. I hope I put that sensibly. And don't always judge your book by its cover. Don't always think that person does this and this and that. They're good people. That person does that and that. They're a bad person. As far as judging people goes, I would say be careful, be wary, and don't always judge. What you see is not always what you get. Sometimes what you see is miles away from what you get. So guard your heart. That's what definitely I would say in all aspects. Guard your heart, but don't become, too hard. Or I think looking back at the nearly 66 and my mistakes that I've made in life, I would say a lot of the self-preservation did me more harm than good. I became quite hard with the things that I was hurt about. And I've been hurt. I've been really hurt. And, let people in. Not everyone's going to hurt you. And then something happens, and you trust and you're loyal and you trust, and suddenly, wow, what happened there, And that's, if that happens time and time again in your life, it can change you. Things like that can change you. And I think I was too trusting. Of everything. I just thought, pink was pink, blue was blue, and the world was running. I was away with the fairies most of the time when I was young. Don't become hard. Don't become bitter. But guard your heart. That's what I think I would say. So, thank you for watching this second part of my questions. I've got others, but I didn't want to sort of videos to go on for hours. But if you'd like me to cover more, or you'd like to send me more questions, let me know. I'm always happy to, anything you want to know about me or my opinions on anything, I'm more than happy to share that with you. So please send those. So I wanted just to add a little message in here that I recorded. It's quite hard for me to say things without... Sometimes I just get so upset with myself, I'm so emotional. So I'm going to put a little excerpt in here of a little video I recorded. Hi my friends, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. It's the second part of my question and answers today, and I hope I've managed to cover as many as I can. But if you want me to do another video, you've got more questions, I'll very happily do that for you. I wanted to start by sort of explaining a couple of things to you today. If I haven't been watching as many videos as I normally do, and I'm so important to me to support as many as I can, and I've got some lovely ladies I love to follow, and they're growing constantly, and I like to support them as much as I can. And also, if I haven't got to my answers so quickly, I just ask that you bear with me. It's just something I find really hard to talk about, but I've got a little Bichon Frise. She's 15 years old. Her name is Tess, and so many of you know her and ask about her. Tess isn't in pain, but I know I'm on borrowed time, and she's 15, you know, and I just want to be with her as much as I can because I know I haven't got much longer. It's just hard. It's just so hard to talk about it. It's so hard to talk about it because she's such a huge part of our life. But I just wanted to tell you so that if you see I'm not around, you know, I'm just trying to be with Tess as much as I can. But I don't want to, you know, make the video unhappy or sad because she's brought so much pleasure to her life, and I thank God for her every day. And that, you know, she's getting old and I will never let her suffer. But she's not suffering at the moment, she's fine. She's very old though. And I just know I'm on borrowed time, so please forgive me if I'm not there as much as I normally am. Okay, so yeah, some things I find hard to talk about, but I hope you'll understand. Take great care of yourselves. Have a good weekend, and I will see you again on Tuesday. And thanks for being here, guys, and thanks for your support and your love. Thank you so much. Bye.